Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Hope you had an amazing Easter weekend spent with friends and family, well, at least close family, as COVID-19 is keeping a lot of people quarantined, but hopefully everyone is staying safe and using all the necessary precautions to try to beat this pandemic. So anyways, I found a really cool article talking about why the price of silver could skyrocket. This sounds like Silver Slayer terms, right? You know, when I'm talking about silver, I'm talking about going all in. I'm very bullish. You guys know I'm very, very bullish on silver for many different reasons, and it's good to see another perspective, another human being also see the same direction or the same futuristic patterns and price that silver really can reach sooner than later. I think a lot of people, if they are bullish on silver, don't realize how quick things could really pick up. I mean, look at $50 silver. That thing shot up overnight. You know, it was a market like today, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, silver's trading at $49.76. What are you going to do? Are you ready? Are you prepared for that? Because if you're not prepared, then that's when the silly, irrational decision-making comes in. But anyways, enough chit-chat. Make sure to smash that like button. Everyone, go like the video right now. I'm gonna do a countdown. So everyone like the video in 3, 2, 1. Smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 150 likes. I know I'm way over my head right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm way over my head, but if every single one of you smash the like button, we definitely can reach that goal. And if we reach that goal, I will definitely make a lot more content today. So everyone, if you enjoy my videos, make sure to smash the like button. So anyways, link to this article from Zero Hedge will be in the description. By the mid-6th century BC, Darius the Great was the king of kings, the king of all kings, ruling over the vast Achaemenid Empire. By the time, gold and silver had already been used in earlier civilizations for thousands of years. And by that time, we're talking about 6th century BC, and gold and silver has still been used as value for thousands of years before that. There are cuneiform tablets that are nearly 4,000 years old from ancient Sumeria, which commercial transactions made in gold and silver. Which recorded commercial transactions in gold and silver. So, this is also apparent with subsequent civilizations. The Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Lydians, etc. all used gold or silver in commerce. So, Darius had a unique idea, right? He borrowed the idea of minting gold and silver coins from the Lydians, but then established a fixed exchange rate between the two metals. Darius decreed that 1 gold, or daric, was worth 13.5 silver coins. So the gold to silver ratio back then was 13 to 1. One of the first examples in history of a fixed bimetallic standard. His idea caught on, and for thousands of years afterwards, later civilizations established a fixed gold to silver ratio. In ancient Greece, during the age of Pericles, gold was valued at 14 times silver. In ancient Rome, Julius Caesar valued gold at 12 times silver. It remained this way for centuries, so the ratio was only around 12, 13 to 1. Even in the earliest days of the United States, the 18th centuries after Caesar, the Coinage Act of 1792 established a ratio of 15 to 1. According to law, $1 is supposed to be 24.1 grams of silver or 1.6 grams of gold. So those pieces of paper in your wallet are not dollars, they're technically Federal Reserve notes. In modern times, there is no longer a fixed ratio between gold and silver, though its long-term average over the last several decades has been between 50 and 80 to 1. This is a lot higher than in ancient times, but the circumstances are obviously different. Today, gold is still widely used as a reserve by central banks and governments around the world. And investors still buy gold as a hedge against inflation and uncertainty, right? Gold is used during economic turmoil. Silver, on the other hand, has countless industrial applications. It's a critical component in everything from mobile phones to automobiles to solar panels. Like gold, silver is also a hedge against inflation and uncertainty. But silver's demand fundamentals are more heavily influenced by overall economic health. If the economy is in a recession, silver prices can fall because there's less demand from the industry. See, that's the thing. That's why we try to talk about silver being such a small market. If people aren't working and needing all the necessities that silver comes with, the components that silver comes with, that could actually come back around full circle and hurt silver. So gold, on the other hand, doesn't follow that pattern. In 5 out of the last 6 recessions, gold, in fact, has increased in price. That's why recessions and extreme turmoil can lead to massive spikes in gold to silver ratio. Gold goes up and silver stays flat or falls. Just prior to World War II, as Hitler launched his invasion of Poland, the ratio spiked 98 to 1. 1991, as the first Gulf War began, the ratio reached 100 to 1. Today we're back again in the territory. This morning the ratio is 110 to 1. And it's been as high as 124 to 1, actually, in recent weeks. Now there are very few things about this pandemic that we can be certain about. There's very few things. Things that we think are unthinkable even a month ago are now part of our daily lives. And so I've written over and over again, every possible scenario is right on the table right now. So if you want to talk about crazy silver prices, $100 silver is a crazy price, but ladies and gentlemen, we're living in crazy times right now. So it's actually not that crazy. Federal Reserve in the U.S., for example, has already expanded its balance sheet to $6 trillion. That's crazy. See, we're pumping all these dollars, pumping so much money into this system where we really don't have the money to back it. You know, we're already in the red. We're already $24 trillion in debt. And we're just adding on, we're just throwing money out the window. Just, stimulus packages, QE, quantitative easing. So, anyways, that's nearly 50% increase from last month, and they're just getting started. Not saying that this isn't good, because it is definitely good that people, right? It's definitely good that people can and are and will be helped from this, right? A lot of people are being helped from this, but that definitely doesn't mean that we have the necessities to do so, that we have that baggage to really release all this. It's going to end up biting us in the butt and exposing the truth even more, even farther. So why does something so mundane as a central bank balance sheet even matter? Because a rising balance sheet means that they're conjuring trillions of dollars out of thin air to bail everyone out. And they act like that's not going to have a negative or reversal impact on the economy. This is the way they solve problems. Print money and debase the currency, right? They're making the dollar become even more worthless, something that policymakers have been doing for thousands of years. But you can only get away with doing a limited number of times before the currency starts to lose value, right? Definitely sooner than later, the currency is going to have to lose value. And whenever that happens, gold and silver tend to rise as a result. That's a lot we don't know. There's a lot we don't know about the pandemic. We don't know how long it will last, how much destruction it will cause, or what the world will look like once it's over. But we can be pretty sure that central banks are going to print a ridiculous amount of money and governments will go into a ridiculous amount of debt. They've told us this much and we've already started to do it. This seems pretty obvious. The price of gold is up significantly over the last several months and since the start of the crisis, but silver has declined, leading to a record high gold to silver ratio. The ratio may stay elevated for a while or even go higher, but in the past the ratio has always returned to more traditional levels, always, even when the world was facing Adolf Hitler and the Great Depression. So it stands to reason that if we keep printing money, which they already are, and the ratio eventually returns to its historical range, the price of silver could really skyrocket, right? Let me read that again, because that's deep, that's good stuff. If they keep printing money, which they already are, and the ratio eventually returns to its historical range, then silver prices could really skyrocket, right? Because if the ratio is going to normalize back down, that means one of two things. Either A, gold's going to depreciate in value, or B, silver's going to appreciate. And more than likely, it's going to be silver appreciating. So it stands... So where am I at? Okay, so we'll spend some time this week talking about some interesting ways to take advantage of this. This is how they're probably going to go into how you can use the gold to silver ratio to your advantage to either earn free gold or free silver. So, and continue learning to ensure you thrive no matter what happens next in the world. I encourage you to download the guide. So, because if you live, work, bank, invest, own a business, and hold your assets all in one country, you're putting your eggs in one basket. You're making high stakes bet that everything's going to be okay in that country forever. All it takes for the economy to tank or a natural disaster to hit, or a political system to go into turmoil, and you could lose everything, your money, your assets, even possibly your freedom. So I thought this was a great article. I thought this was a very, very, very good article. Just exposing the truth between our government, between the reality we live in, the situation, and where prices really could be headed. What do you think about this? Where do you think prices are going to be heading in the near future? I'm going to wrap this video up here. Make sure you smash the like button. If this video gets 150 likes, expect a lot more content coming out from me today. I will be busting my butt. Thanks so much for tuning in this video. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.